Good morning, everybody. V here. Welcome to my fourth episode of Saturday Morning Makes, which is done by Jill Norwood, who is Greenwood Girl Cards on YouTube and Instagram. Good morning, Jill. You guys, please go check her out. Real quick, videos for adults, not for children. And you guys, she started this. She's on her 42nd or 44th. Oh my goodness. Episode. But please go check it out. Type in Saturday Morning Makes or hashtag Saturday Morning Makes, and you will see all of the wonderful creations from everybody that participates in this ongoing thing. It's just a way of taking a couple hours to yourself and crafting and then uploading it on Saturday morning. Jill's so kind, whenever you get a chance, I guess. But so let me share with you very quickly what I made. I was also inspired Carol Hurlock on YouTube. She had altered the Santa and snowman heads. You take off the rim, you take off the nose, you take off the scarf. Carol had said she used a blade the first time. I use a screwdriver. It works perfect. And I actually use an X-Acto knife, and I can even scrape off the glue, and it doesn't mess it up. So this is what I used. The only thing I did not use was the nose and the scarf. I did use the nose as a pattern for the eyes, and I cut down the rim of my hat and I trimmed down the face. And I will show you that. So it's kind of almost like a vase when I was done. But, and then you can see where I lowered the brim. I made my own face. This is brown cardstock from Walmart. I think $5 for a whole I'm sorry, pack of it for the face, and I covered the whole thing. Then I come in with this. It's like mulberry paper. It's double colored. It's double colored, so it's one color on one side, one color on another. I was inspired to try and do a gingerbread head. I have these old craft books. I get them whenever I can find them. Some of them I have from a long time ago from doing craft fairs. But I was inspired to try and do a gingerbread head. Now, I don't like the way the eyes are on there or the eyebrows, but I love that it's licking icing. And I tried to do a jelly bean nose. Didn't quite work. I also used, and I'm sorry for the noise. I used this material. I like the way that it frayed. I used this one right here, this rickrack. It's old, out of my stash. I was looking for some trim that would look like frosting in a way, but that would be a collar for her. And I had my de-stash bags over here. Nobody seemed interested, so I dug in there and I found that, and it was perfect for it. The other thing I used was this little girl's hair barrette from Walmart. I just took off the clippy and used it for up on top. Ink pads, pens. I used to distress the whole thing, even the red. Ranger coffee. I used the darker to look like it was baked. You know how when you bake a cookie, it's always darker on the outside. And I didn't think of that, but Marilyn G gave that nice little hint. So I used the walnut stain. So check out Marilyn G. This is the candied apple, and I use this for the cheeks. On top of the cheeks, I use this Glacier White by Ranger. For the nose, I used my old Stampin' Up! Ruby Red marker. I've had these since 2000. And I was surprised that they weren't dried out. I used this one from Stampin' Up! Mauve Mist for the tongue. I also used, was it this one? No, that one's too big. This one. I used this Stampin' Up! Little swirl for dipping it in the Glacier White, and I put it on the cheeks. I used this pen. It's a Sharpie to go around the edges. I use this one for the face features. I use this one for the white of the eyes, and for the little accents of the little sparkle in the eye, I just used file folder, On the trims themselves, I used this one here, and I think I got this at Walmart. It's so sparkly. I used this one from Joann's for the brim of the hat. I wanted her to have a little brim. I used this one that I got recently at the Crazy Goodwill, and it's for the hanger in the back. I used this Diana Markham trim, and I got it off Poshmark. So it's old. I don't know where you could get some, but it's cool. And that was for the bow. And so for the tongue itself, I think I said this, the tulip glitter. But I have to say, I didn't, it looks translucent, and so I'm going to come back in with a little bit of white paint and then some more of that, so it looks like it's frosting. So let me share with you real quick. So here is the altered gingerbread. On the back, there's where I put that trim for the hanger. And I did her little collar down below. Don't that look so cute? And then there's where I put the bow, 2 of them. The other thing, this little button right here came from Hobby Lobby. And I just added some string because I wanted it finished. The snowflake came from my stash. That came from Dee Elegant Embellishments. I bought it from her when she used to have her store. Again, up here, as you can see right there, there's where I put the trim under the brim of the hat. I made a bow. I put the berry and hollies. I used the rickrack to look like the frosting. I used the hair. Again, I did draw my face myself. Now let me share with you. This was the nose from the scarecrow. I tried to cut it down, but it came out too pointy. This was the nose from this one, this snowman. I got it the right size. Now, what I did to draw my face, I put it on there and I traced it as best as I could to line it up. And what I did was I flipped it over and I traced it again for the eye. I winged it for the nose, trying to make it look like a jelly bean. I drew the mouth all by myself. The other thing, I used this glue stick. I used the lid. And what I did was I didn't want a full circle in there, so I put it right on the edge and I traced it. Oops. I traced it to get the black. And then I just winged it and did the white of the eyes. And let's see. There's where he's licking his icing. Stuck his little tongue out. Or her. She stuck her little tongue out. Sorry. And there's where I used the glacier white with that little Stampin' Up! Stamp to give the little swirls in there. At first, I told my husband, look, what do you think? He said, I don't know. It still kind of looks like a snowman. I said, kind of, huh? And I had actually, you guys, this is the 5th time I've done this video. Every time I kept looking at it, I was like, what's going on? Either it was too much time, and then I realized I had completely forgot to color in the whites of my gingerbread, of the eye. So I had to go back in with that Jelly Roll pen. That is where I used it for the nose, the little marks on the eyes, and then the whites of the eyes. And I just handmade. Carol Hurlock had shown where she went from the tip of the eye outward. And so if that's a helpful hint for anybody, it actually helped me to outline the lashes on the eye so much more easier. The other thing, I just made some makeshift little eyebrows. So you guys let me know what you think of my little scarecrow. I think she's rather cute. You guys, please go check out Jill again. Again, thank you so much, Jill. Jill Norwood, who is Greenwood Girl Cards on YouTube and Instagram. Carol Hurlock on YouTube and Instagram. And everybody have a great day. We'll talk with y'all later. Bye.